It's 10 o'clock, so this is something I love, right? The scoop of MTS Whey Red Velvet, cream of rice, okay, and a banana. It's about 50 grams of carbs, 25 grams of protein. So Cammy had a game this morning, did really well. They lost, but it's Winter League, who cares? So I'm gonna actually go train. My hamstrings are sore from carrying my weight equipment up the stairs yesterday and down the stairs and all that stuff. So I wanted to do hamstrings, but I might have to call an audible on that because Cammy's breaking all our dishes.
No, it didn't break. It just got scratched.
Did it break?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I saved the glass.
That's good.
I almost broke my foot, though.
Well, your foot's fine. I just don't want you breaking the glass. We can get you a new foot. I'm not going to replace that Pyrex. Anyway, so we're going to go train. I'm not sure. I think I'll just nut up and do hamstrings. Dude, I did upper body yesterday. I want to give my back a rest. So I'll probably just go light. My body's sore anyway. So tomorrow I do have to drive to Ohio, have a meeting with a company that's going to work with us on Outright, co-marketing. It's actually pretty cool. It's a partnership. You guys are going to, I'll announce it later, but it's pretty damn dope. But it also means I have to drive 12 hours for a meeting. In the middle of a move, and I have another meeting I have to go to probably Thursday in Michigan. So it's just really going to be a bad week. However, I'll still get my meals in. As long as I have oats, as long as I have whey and planta, I'm good to go. It's been a long day, man. We had the soccer game, came home, got some shit going, went to the gym, trained hamstrings, really loved it. Now what I'm doing, I have my armoire, right? Now my goal is to only bring to the apartment we're living in for like 5 months what I need. So all this stuff and a lot more that's going to be in here is going to go in boxes. Clothes I'm going to save. Maybe we'll use it later, maybe not. Maybe I find I don't need them anymore. Maybe I'll just give it all to Goodwill. I'll talk to my wife about it. Frankly, I don't wear them. So why keep them? Like I'm bogged down with shit I don't need. I just want to start from scratch. So I'm basically keeping a couple of each, and I'm probably just going to donate them all to Goodwill at this point. Like all these clothes in here, like I've only worn you see, I wear the same shit every day. I got all these different hoodies, but other than that, it's a good time to clean out. So that's what I'm going to do for the next probably 3-4 hours. I already got a lot of my drawers taken care of right here. This is a good time for me to start from scratch. A lot of these clothes are old, a lot I've had for a long time. I think it's time just to let it go. You sound like an amazing person. So what I think we should do is just give me the email. I'll do a video for him and just give him a heads up, give him some advice, and talk like I can. Does that work for you? Remember my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful finished garage? Well, it's still beautiful and finished, but it's full of shit. Anyway, look, there's all the clothes I got from my room, and I already just did this a few weeks ago. And check it out, guys. Look what I found. I thought these were extinct. It's a fucking VCR. The fuck am I gonna do with this? Hopefully I got old copies of Debbie Does Dallas on this. You know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm gonna start giving a daily rundown of how fucked up our house is. Moving. I don't even feel like I'm at home anymore, man. This is my beautiful, beautiful house. And it's just disheveled. Things all over the place. I mean, this is just like, wow. Wow. It's part of the process, man. Life goes in boxes, goes in a truck, goes to a new house. My poor man's been kind of left alone while I was packing and stuff. So we're playing some Scrabble here. Wait till you see my next word. Word of the day, natty. Just like me. Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, creator of the Outright Bar, and Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com. So we're going to be ghetto for a while until I have my studio built in my new house in June. I'm literally going to be here. If you saw around me, my house is caving in. Everything's in boxes. All I have is a wall, a card table, a camera stand, and a banner. But I'm very excited about our move, and I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple topics and throw in a little, a little food for thought, so to speak. So my training today, I woke up, I was up at 5 a.m. My daughter had an early game, her last game with her soccer club, Campton United. It was kind of sad. Like I was tearing up during the game. They lost, but it's a winter game. They're playing a bunch of people, different positions, just moving people around. Cammy played her spot, center mid, held it down, had a really awesome shot on goal, played it up. You know, she was playing more of a holding defensive mid. So when she had a chance, she took the route, went around. She just was a little bit off. Should have gone a little bit more to the right, but it's easy to say, not easy to do. But I'm so proud of her. And Thomas, he got to go to, the trampoline park with his friends. It's his final. We're only here another 12 days. 12 days. It was kind of sombering just saying goodbye to some of the parents. I've coached a lot of their kids, and it's a new era. It's a necessary move, and I'm really looking forward to it. I actually talked to Santiago over at a new facility, D1 in Nashville area, that we're going to be training at over there. Obviously, the soccer club's ready for us to come aboard. Just an exciting day. Exciting. So we had Cammy's soccer game, came home, ate a little something. Cammy and I went off to the gym to train, and I'll go over that in 1 second, while Katie took Preston to his game. Now, I want to say, really proud of Preston. He got kicked out of the game for playing too rough. He's 6. He didn't even put out an arm. He just ran a couple kids over, and they were crying, and they panicked. But, he's a 6-year-old playing in a 7-year-old's league, so I'm really excited that he's got that kind of gangster mentality. I'm just saying. My kids are savages. I love it. Anyway, so I went to the gym with Cammy, and we started out working together. We started with mini bands. And after mini bands, we moved on to reverse hyperextensions, the glute ham raise. That was fantastic. Cammy's never done them, and she did them for the first time. Her form was a little wonky, but hey, she'll get it. And it's all about posterior chain for athletes. It's all about posterior chain. After that, we went on. I did squats. I went up to 405 pounds. It was so light, but then I went back down by a quarter each time, all right, like I always do. Ended up doing 315 for 3, went down. I wanted to save some energy. From there, I did Romanian deadlifts. I did high leg press. I did a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go over it. I go over workouts every time. Rep ranges were actually pretty high today. Romanian deadlifts felt really good. Did a lot of leg curls. Did Nordic curls as well. Did some calves. No real planned cardio today, but we're packing up the house. Like, I did probably 3 hours of packing, 3 hours of moving around, and that counts. And honestly, right now with time management, instead of, being that I'm bulking, I'm not competing, instead of 30 minutes of cardio, I'd rather do 30 minutes of putting shit in boxes. Because right now it's crunch time. Tomorrow makes 11 days. So this week's all fucked up. Monday, I have to drive over to Ohio. I have an emergency meeting that's for really good stuff. But let's just say that we have a great opportunity and we're not letting it pass us up. Okay? Thursday, I'm driving to Michigan. I have a meeting there. I'm going to come home that same day. I'm literally up and back to find a way to train. I got to be home to help my wife pack. I got to be here for my kids last week's. Next week, I'm in town, but that's Christmas, bro. That's Christmas. It's my kids' last full week in town. Saturday, the soccer club's throwing a big going away party for us. But that's going to be tough to watch, man. You know, it's my kids have been there for almost 7 years. My kids have been at Campton United. You know, Thomas worked his way up from soccer school all the way to first team on the U12 team this year. You know, U13 team. Cammy worked her way up basically age by age by age, and now she plays up a year on a top 10 in the state 05 team, and she's an 06 player. She's going to be playing on 06 ECNL team, which is a great division to play in. It's actually a step up, even though it's a year down, in my opinion. Or it's about equal. But either way, she's going to be challenged, and we're so excited about that. But it's going to be hard to say goodbye, you know, going there, training these kids. Like, I wasn't just a parent, you know. I saw them along in their development, you know. I had these girls do their first deadlift. I had these girls do their first lateral skip, you know. And that's somebody said, and I've been there for 7 years. I've gotten to know a lot of them. A lot of these girls, I've known them since they were 7, 8 years old, you know. And it's going to be really tough for me. Cammy, she's a bit cold and callous. Me, I cry over everything. I was catching myself crying during the game. I don't give a fuck. I cry. I cry like a mother. I'm the easiest person to make cry. Easiest person to make cry, and I don't care. It is what it is. I'm very emotional. I get emotional, you know, especially things like kids. Like, you show me, man, kids just make me cry. Like, if something bad happens to a kid, I cry. Same with dogs. I like kids and dogs. Adults I could care less about, right? So now that that's over, let's wipe the tears away. Okay, guys, there we go. Let's talk about eating clean. Now, you see all these if it fits your macros, guys, right? And they go in, they're eating Pop-Tarts, they're eating all these candy bars and all this bullshit. You're like, wow, that must be an easy way to pack in calories. I don't think so. So I was actually talking to Alex today. Alex Kikel, he's my third eye. Alex Kikel, if you want to look him up, I'll list him down below. I'm going to list his Instagram. He's a good guy, really smart guy, right? In fact, of everybody in this industry I could have had in my corner for this pro card run. By the way, real quick, much love to my partner at Ambrosia. He doesn't own Ambrosia, but he's one of our partners, if you know what I mean. Part of the collective, Matt Truck, winning his Masters Pro card. He's an IFBB Pro. He's paving the way for me because I turn 40 next year. Who knows, I might actually do the show he just did and make it a December pro card. Maybe we'll get that pro card in 2020 after all, because there's nobody who's going to come in more disgusting than me. But let's talk about why bodybuilders eat like bros. Look, at the end of the day, bodybuilders have extremely gifted metabolisms. Not only do we have gifted metabolisms, we're on drugs. For example, even on HRT, I'm on thyroid, I'm on metformin, I'm on testosterone. Right there, I have an advantage over anybody else. I can get away with eating cake. I can get away with eating pie. I can get away with eating anything I want and gaining very, very little fat. However, that would actually hinder me from gaining weight. And let me speak. Now, unless you have actually worked to a level where you need to eat big to gain weight, right now, I'm getting there. 450 grams of carbs, 260 grams of protein, 100 grams of fat a day. And I'll tell you what, it's not easy to hit that. So, what about those guys who are really skinny, right? And they eat burgers and pasta and fucking and all the oily sauce. And they eat dessert and they eat cream pies and they never make any gains because they can't eat enough. I know that sounds silly. Well, Mark, those are extremely calorically dense. They absolutely are. Unless you got to pack in 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 calories. Then those things weigh you down. I'll tell you a story. For my birthday, my wife and I and my kids went to one of my favorite restaurants. It's not a big deal. It's extremely affordable. It's called Alexander's. It's in Elgin, Illinois, and there's also a breakfast and brunch place in St. Charles. I went and I had my favorite thing there. I had a wrap, and I love them, okay? Sometimes even get the panini. Their salads are amazing. I never get this, but I ordered the sweet potato fries. At that point, I just started bulking for this pro card. I missed my calories that day. In fact, I couldn't eat for another 4 hours because I had diarrhea. When you're eating that much food and you're putting in junk food, your body just can't process it. There are some people who can. Lee Priest back in the day, for example. He was able to do that. A lot of bodybuilders, especially me, since I do have irritable bowel syndrome, I'm going to explain something in a second, we need to eat clean to get enough calories. Well, you got to eat all that chicken, all the rice. Yes, you do, but you can. When you eat oily, fried, just fucking bullshit foods, it wreaks havoc on your gut microbiota. It wreaks havoc on your digestive system. It wreaks havoc on your gains. That is why bodybuilders who are trying to gain will eat a big ass bowl of ground beef and rice over just having a tamale, right? Because you can get in more food. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but when I used to tell people, hey guys, if you have trouble gaining weight, just eat more bullshit food. Go to McDonald's twice a day. Doesn't work like that. You'll be able to get in a couple McDonald's trips unless you're one of the few who can actually go on eating a lot of that shit, and then your workouts will suffer. Look, I don't know why those foods make it so I can't. It's not orthorexia. I like the foods. But when I eat those foods, I just can't train as hard. My stomach feels bloated. It feels gassy. It feels weighed down. I feel like I have a piano behind me and I'm trying to drag it in a fucking Toyota Corolla. It's just not working. So that's why bodybuilders eat clean. That's why bodybuilders eat bro foods, because we can pack in more bro foods. Look, the advent of the outright bar is the best thing ever. I can eat 4 or 5 of those a day, have no gastrointestinal issues, no bloating issues. Also want to say another thing. I am, for the first time in my life, since I discovered it works, not only do I not have irritable bowel syndrome, I do not have loose stools. I had loose stools for literally 20 straight years of my life. But I have no symptoms of any irritable bowel syndrome. And I'll tell you what I think it is. I know it is. Metformin. Metformin causes gastrointestinal distress. The first 2 weeks you're on it. It's known. What it's doing is it's kind of rearranging your gut microbiota. Your gut microbiome. Microbiota is how physical works in your body. I'm so sorry. Your microbiome in your gut. Okay? As it's shifting it around, your body's like, what the fuck's going on? I'm going to poop myself. Okay? So after about 3 weeks on metformin, I had no symptoms of IBS. I had no loose stools. I had no sharts. I had no issues whatsoever. I know this is too much information, but what if you have IBS? You're not alone. I'm not afraid to say that I've shit myself before. I'm not afraid to say that I've had Decadic before. I'm an open book, okay? Because you're not the only one. If you're on HRT, your doctor prescribes Deca, and you find that you're in the middle of going and it just goes away, that's Decadic. There's many reasons to why it can happen. I believe there's a DHT connection, a prolactin, whatever it is. At the end of the day, you just need to either add something else or you need to increase your testosterone and lower your DECA. It's a pretty easy fix, but it's debilitating. Or just take a handful of Viagra and call it a day. So anyway, I'm not afraid to talk about that kind of shit, man. I'm here to learn with you, and I'm not going to do a vlog and hide shit from you, you know? Like, I'm also not going to tell you things you don't want to know. Like, if my wife and I had sex last night, you don't want to know a couple 40-year-old people were knocking boots, man. That's weird. Like, that's like walking on your parents having sex. It's just weird. Like, I don't want to see us having sex at our age. I get it. Although some of y'all freaks might. Oh, wow, married sex. He's hitting the missionary again. Oh, no, he hooked a leg. So, look, man. At the end of the day, we're all here to help each other reach each other's goals. So that's where I'm at. With the whole bro foods thing, man, trust me on this. If you're trying to gain, you're better off eating more clean foods than eating a bunch of bullshit foods. But you need to set your macros. Look, if I eat per hunger, bro, I can't gain weight. I eat all day. Well, how many macros do you? I'm eating a lot of protein. Bro, no. If you want to gain weight, you need to aim to eat macros. The other day, when I fucked up a day. I told you guys that. I lost 4 pounds. I ate when I was hungry because I had meetings. I didn't have time to do that. Added up my macros, man, I was not even a third of the way there. And it was fucking 10 p.m. So I said, fuck it. I'll be better later. But I've only messed up one day so far. That's the last one. Even when I'm moving, I figured out what I need. I take the bag of Planta, okay? I take a Ziploc full of oats, water, obviously to make a sludge with, bananas, always have bananas for extra carbs, and outright bars for fat. I will hit my macros no matter what. Hey, I want to know, do you guys want to see a day in the life eating? I can do that tomorrow. You know, in fact, I will do it tomorrow because it's an off day. I'm traveling. So it's going to be a weird day. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not. And that's why we eat bro foods. I knew you guys wanted to know this, and tomorrow's going to be crazy because I literally have to get up and drive my ass to Ohio after only being home a couple days. My wife is pissed, but hey, we all got shit to do. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look who I ran into in LA.
It's good to meet you. I've been watching your videos a long time. Tell me about this protein bar.
So it's the outright bar, man. It's all natural ingredients made with real food. None of that. You ever want to work out? You want just a little snack, a little bar before training, but you know the other bars might give you a gut bump.
Right.
This is something that doesn't have any prebiotic fiber, no glycerin, no sugar alcohols. It's whole, real food.
That is a tasty bar.
Really?
It's easy to eat. It's not too chewy. Normally eat something like this with a big ass glass of milk. That's good.
So it's like a
That's really
cookie.
good. No, it's not good.
If you want, we also have the. Want to try the almond butter one while we're here?
Love to.
All right. So
That's
this
a
is
badass bar.
this is made with almond butter, Steve.
That's a winner too.
Really?
He's badass. Good protein bars. Where can people find these?
Well, they can find it at any retail stores. You can find it at tigerfitness.com.
2 badass protein bars. So they get 2 double middle fingers up from Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line.